So I had a thought that I wanted to have earlier. I still want to speak on it. The issue again is that sometimes I don't always. I want to start doing it more, where I just talk about it, man. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't do nothing else, but just as soon as I think about it, just go do it. You know. The reason I say that is because it's like I have the idea that I wanted to say it the way I wanted to say it. I had the energy, it was in me, and I held it, and it was there, and I didn't. And that energy, dude, do it before it passes. Do it before it passes. If you don't, you will be very upset at yourself every single time. You thought that you could just wait. You thought you didn't need to just say it out loud, write it down, give it to a crowd, something. You know, if you don't, man, it's ugh. But I wanted to speak on kids, man. Just want to speak on the kids and how. Well, I really want to speak on parents. So technically, kids. See what I did there? So I want to speak on children because it seems like these kids grow up. Whether they're purposely not taught. Like, I'm so curious because it seems like we have a grip on what this world is. Because it's like, dude, I keep thinking it's like the dude, was it Buddha? Like when he goes out into the world, you know, he goes with the dude, his servant or whatever, or his father's right hand man, and they take him on a nice little trip, and he finally gets to see the world for what it is. And you see the people like lepers and people are sick, and you know they're poor and they don't have this, that, and all of the other things, and it's like, you know what I'm saying, when you don't know something and you put yourself out there to something and you finally see, because like I said, when you're sheltered and you don't know and then you're finally able to explore and see, it is a bit of a something else, but it's a culture shock, to keep it simple. But it's something different though. But it's like, it's a culture shock for sure when you see what life really is, and it's not nearly as like when it comes down to it and you start to see it for what it really is. This actual question arises: of what's good. It makes a lot more sense when somebody says or asks you for real, what's good? What's really good? Like, what's good? And it was so funny back in then because I would make fun of it. Not make fun of it, but I would use it in a facetious term, concept, whatever you know, way. I would be more like joking with it. But it's really like, what's good? Because when you see what ain't good, you really start to question what's good. You really start to go, what the fuck is good? Because what's up? What's good? Because it's like, ain't nothing. Like, it makes sense when you go outside this world and, you know, into this world and see it. People will really like, what's up? Because ain't nothing out here, ain't shit sweet, and if you don't know, you really kind of like get blindsided for real. And so when I come out and actually see some of this stuff, because I was sheltered, I don't know. I get told, hey, you didn't have to read the 48,000 pounds of power. Today, you ain't have to know what the hell was going on. The 47th dimension of different type of chronological, astronomical, you know, gastrocrobicals, you know, scrabble apples. You don't know about the world? Come on, dude. And it's like, when you really get shown though, And so it goes back to the people, unfortunately, that are keeping this charade alive when it comes to it. It kind of frustrates me more so when I really put my thought to it, because don't you know, these people that gatekeep this happy mentality, this we cool and it's all good mentality, at this point, when you start to open your eyes and long enough, at this point, I'm tired. I don't want to see it no more. Ain't shit funny, ain't shit sweet, ain't shit cool. So, if we know that, fundamentally, as humans, who are these people out here? Like, I know for a fact that I'm the type of person, and if we want to go into ego, channel, that if you go look at other people's channels again, when you come back, or you go to here and then go there and then come back to here or whatever, and just go over, whatever the case, you see something. Because I notice when I watch certain people, and then I go back, man, I be ready to, you know how fast I be ready to click off motherfuckers' videos? Man, what is this? That shit ain't that funny. That shit ain't that fucking happy. There ain't nothing that, no. And that's why I say on other videos, when it comes to emotions and different things like that, I know, there's a template when it comes to emotions and different things. I know. And so when I see people, and it doesn't suit it. It doesn't fit this world. I don't want to be, and I get that's the issue, is that things are being upheld for people that needed to be upheld. These people needed to be this way because they're too afraid to see what this world is really about and what it hit for. They're the ones that don't want to deal with it. And so some people must capitalize on the fact that that's what it is. They don't really want to know what it really means. They don't want to see the atrocities of this world for real. They don't want to have to deal with it. Dude, it is weird. It is the weirdest thing. It's like stepping over a dead body. It's like, that is the best analogy I can give. It's literally like stepping over a dead body. There's no difference to me. Well, we see that. That's pretty bad. Hi guys, look, this is what I'm doing today. Isn't everything grand and great? Aren't we having a time? Okay, so let's get into my life and what we're doing, guys. Okay, listen, I just got a new Stanley Cup. Isn't that okay? And so it's like, because, man, at first you don't want to, because I don't even think I'm hurting anybody's feelings. I don't think I am. But it's like at first, it's like you don't want to hurt people's feelings. You don't want to give people the real. But apparently, that's what people deep down really want. Even though they'll fight you for the thing that they want. They'll fight you for it. It's the oddest thing in the world to see a person go, no, give me the medicine. And then punch you in the fucking throat. Bam, like, give me the medicine. Give it. I'm dying. Get off me, you cretin. Oh, God. They'll do it. And it's weird. It's very odd. Get off me. I'm my own autonomous person. I got this life. This is mine. Get off me. This is my body. Help. Help. I'm dying. I'm not gonna make it. Jail grandma. Well, yeah, but it's like, it's the weirdest thing. It's like trying to give somebody medicine so they can live, and they don't want it. But we'll be mad at you that you didn't save their life, that you didn't help them, that you didn't give them the life saving antidote that they needed all along their whole life. They were waiting for you to do it, and then you finally give them a sliver of something, of hope, if you will. But if giving them something, and it's like, what is it? I'd rather drown. But if you go back, I guarantee you see it. It's like what is that? How are you able to do that? Either you're that ignorant, catch up then, or you are that far gone from reality that you think that living in this world, that they put this whole thing, this whole veil around y'all to like, hey, haha, right? Don't, no. Look, there's crimes. Yes, people do things. But you don't need to worry about it. You don't need to worry about it. Okay, so go make your videos and try to make it seem like this life is great. There's nothing to this world that you need to actually really worry about. You won't make the real changes and differences. If anything, you will succumb to the system more so because you don't realize that you just following along with the template is putting you more. It's literally digging your own hole. Like like I said in the other video, you think just because you talk about the celebrity and now you know that this is not cool, and now you know that, and it's leading to the thing, and you're slowly getting there, and you're getting closer and closer and closer, and you're finding all this stuff, and you're telling the world, and you're making the millions of views, and you're doing all this stuff, and it's entertaining, and it's got the edits, and it's got the pretty lights and pictures, and you got all the diagrams and all this stuff, and you're putting all this blood, sweat, tears, hard work into nothing happening but people getting paid more, and you not getting much of nothing. That is, and so like I say, I look at the people that approach this, like I said, I'm not approaching this like everything's fine. Like, hey, don't worry, people. Even though, we know that the world is falling apart. Yay! Aren't we all happy about it? We are so drained and tired, spiritually and all other illies. We're so done. We're so finished. People are tired as hell. But nothing's wrong. And so I come on here because I really don't give a fuck about a human. But the ones in baby form are special to me. They got a little soft spot in my heart just forever, And it's most likely why I feel like I have not had. I've taken care of many children, but I don't see it. I don't see it, especially living in this whack ass world. I don't see it. Not to say, but I don't see it. But me taking on that type of responsibility, and mainly bringing in an example, I would think, for people that are on the fence about having kids, because I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. This is so important to say, and that's why I'm getting it. If I'm on the fence, I'm on the fence. I think people take offense because people are on the fence. It's when you're on the fence and decide to do a fucking backflip off the motherfucker and land on your goddamn neck on the wrong side. That's when it's not fucking cool. So when you are on the fence about having kids, dude, I don't think people are giving enough precedence of how important that is. I think we've lost it somehow, some way, that a child is important. Somehow they've tricked us. Not me, y'all. I don't know, figure it out, because like, what can we do until we all come together and do that? But we like to be separate and not give a shit about our people. So that's one thing. But once we, y'all, not me, because what I'm, what Jesus. Well, when y'all decide that it's finally time to give a shit about other people like your own, like, I don't get it, dude. Like, are we not? I don't know. Apparently, we're just supposed to hate each other. I guess that's. I'm more cool with that premise. I guess it makes life easier, and I think that's what people do. It just makes life easier to hate people, but jumping on your goddamn neck on the wrong side of the fence. Like I say, man. Like, if you're not ready, there's a lot of things that you could put up, barriers. Do what you gotta do. Go get a child out of your imaginations. Well, they're all out of your imaginations, but go make something. Like, man. Because I know it's so much deeper than this, and this is what I'm saying. Being so sheltered and then coming out and seeing this world and going, oh, well, they just need that. And that's, it's a tough world, and they just need that. They just, and then it goes to, well, it's a tough world, and they need it. But do they have, like, what? Hold on, there's an incentive now. You got food stamps, okay. And you got child support. There's an incentive. Hold on, there's something going on here. All the money and the rights usually go to single mother. Entitlement. Okay. But he provides. Now he's not here. Okay. She can do better. She's got to survive. Okay. Okay. We're getting somewhere. This is not random nonsense. We're getting somewhere. So she can't necessarily provide, which means she needs someone to provide for her. It means she needs someone to take care of her. It means she can't do it alone. But if she has no one, she kind of has to do it alone. So that means she needs some type of assistance, and most likely she's not going to get it from the people she thought she was going to get it from, or she's isolated herself, or it's in the man's hands and he has to deal with it. It doesn't really matter because people get caught up in this world. It doesn't really matter really who it is, but it does make sense for the woman because of the way this world is set up, right? So it's like, if there is an incentive for her and all the benefits come after the fact, or after, I would say after him, it's like, but we have overpopulation, foster homes, and prisons are filled to the brim. So the system is thriving. Almost to the point to where they're harvesting you have entertainment, things that distract you, and still a life to live and a baby to take care of. You have no real education. And you don't expect this shit to go off the fucking rails. Because my deal of what I'm even getting on about is the fact that people, once again, are on the fence and having children. But the life of a child is no longer precious, it seems. And I question if it was ever really precious, because it seems like it's not what I thought children were to be. Being a kid, I didn't, because of course, being one, I'm just, but now looking at it, it's like, as an adult, it's like, yo. But now I look back and it's like, when were children ever actually taken care of like that, or cared for like that? Like, it's like, why have them? It breaks my heart. Why have them if you know you're not ready to take care of them? Why put yourself in any position whatsoever? Yes, there's certain situations I know of. Yes, but don't lie either. Don't be real. Be honest with yourself too, though. It's crazy talk, bro. It's like I can't. I refuse to be one of these people that are not gonna like speak like I talk. I refuse to do it. I want to really know what the fuck is going on with this planet. Like, why? What makes you think? Like, what part of this in your mind goes, this is fine? Abuse, that's cool, When do we check in? Because it seems, I don't know, man, it's the weirdest thing where it seems like nobody really, and that's what really is like putting this all, it's like nobody really cares. But I guarantee you go on YouTube today, you click on damn near any video, everybody's so fucking friendly. I'm really looking at it and I'm really questioning who really feels this way, who really feels like this. I'm not necessarily looking for facts and stuff and different things like that. What makes you feel like man, shit, bruh, wee. It perplexes me, man. I can't get off it, dude. And that's what I make, because it's like more of it is gonna, I guess, is going to make sense if you like, because as I post these, it's gonna line up more. Because you know what I'm saying. It's gonna take a second, but like there's a reason why I'm like, but it just. This shit fucking hurts, man. It's like, that's what I was saying before with like people just moving on. It just it's like it's a weird thing, because they're not, because there's like certain people are still moving, uncovering, like I said before, and still doing stuff. But I don't know, it's like somehow like they're not really talking. I know what I'm trying to say, dude. It's not like they're really talking about it, even though they're talking about it. It's not like they actually want something to come from it. Something to come of it. Like they think that they're doing something, and it's just. I mean, like, if you feel comfortable putting your video up on any platform, because I don't care what, my deal is, if you're the most freedom fighters, and you saying the most outrageous, outlandish shit, you know what I'm saying? You can still, most likely, I'm talking, like, you're not going to feel comfortable. At least you shouldn't. Shouldn't. You're not going to feel comfortable. It's about as simple as I can say it. You're not going to feel comfortable putting any of your stuff, even though you want it to be out there, up on anything at all. You're not going to feel good about it. If you can feel good that your stuff might be on CNN or NBC, NPC, whatever these networks or whatever, you can put yourself out in the World Wide Web somewhere. I mean, you know what I'm saying, live on news networks everywhere or something like that. If you feel good about it, you're probably not talking about nothing. If they're promoting it and they're like, yeah, get this person on here, we really want them to talk about it, you know what I'm saying, they either setting you up or you ain't really talking on shit. You ain't really saying nothing. Just know that. That's what I'm saying. Stuff like that. Like, if you saying some real stuff, you don't want nobody to know. If you really talking you don't want nobody to hear what you got to say like that. Even though you know you got to get it out, but that's why nobody gets it out, and that's my deal. There's a difference. What's they hustling, huh? And that's my thing. It's like, things ain't really being said, because if it was really being said, you know what I'm saying, if you were really about it, you'd be really saying some stuff but I don't know, man, people gotta sugarcoat shit certain ways and not really like say the thing to say. And it's like, man, and wonder why there's so much miscommunication. Wonder why it's like, I mean, what you didn't say, you didn't. Kind of like that, It's like, well, you didn't just. I mean, if you would have just said, you know what I'm saying? If you would have just said you wanted it, you could have got it. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't say that, but I'm not going to put myself out there. But you as a man could put yourself out there, right? It's kind of like that. It's like, but you didn't really say it, so there's no cause for alarm. Cause you know what I mean, we're just having a nice little talk. It's not like shit's fucked up. We gotta do something about this. This ain't cool. People are purposely fucking our lives up, man. And we just smiling about it. People ain't making it out. People can't enjoy their lives. People are like, it's so, bruh, it's all connected, and it annoys I'm trying not to like, it annoys the hell out of me, dude. Frustrates me to no end. And it's like, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be cool about it. I say, man, are the people really that ignorant? Or, I don't know, dude. But it's like, I don't care about no human. But I do care about these kids. And the issue is that these kids grow up and become adults. And you can't talk to them no more. But that's their choice. And that's why I don't really like if I hear a story about some dude did some stuff and now he got caught up, he got shot up and this, that, and the third, and you know, boom. Today, little Jaquan scraped his knee. 6-year-old Jaquan just scraped his knee on the. Oh! Oh! Was it just the one? Please tell me it was just the one knee. Not Jaquan, no. He has so much, man, to live for. Now he's got to go, hobble around in life now. You know, you can't make it. You gotta go to school. You gotta live with the scars. Oh, Jaquan, man. Little babies, bruh. I don't give a shit about Jaquan daddy. You know what I'm saying? He need to do his job. I don't give a shit about his daddy, man. That's what I mean, dude. It's like, yeah, I don't give a shit about it. I'll triple, quadruple, octuple, double, duckle. Man, I'll all day down on that all day long, man. How about you take care of your kids and not in the form of money? If you're able, can you do that? I think that's a real man child. Let's speak on it. I think it's a real man child. You got responsibilities and know you can't take care of them. Choose not to take care of them. And then try to make it seem like it's cool to not do it. And then try to make it seem like because there's people on this planet that realize that there's something going on in this world. And you lazy brain, lost in desire, dumb, boy, stupid mother. Lazy brain. Now you sit here, man, makes 13,000 goddamn kids and can't take care of not one of them. Barely, monetarily, barely. I think that's a real definition of a man child, bruh. There's so many people out here that get deemed a man child because even if they got kids, they take care of them, but they're ridiculous human beings. Like, they, you know what I'm saying? They goofy, they nerdy, they're childish, they do wacky things all the time. They play with Legos and do all whatever they do. I don't know what they do, but they do it, right? And like, oh, that's a man child. He need to get his life together. And he stopped playing games, put the games down. He's single, ain't got nothing, no care in the world, ain't got nothing to do. He chilling, he living his life. That's not a man. What is a man, though, is a dude that has about 7 children, but still go to the club every night, or at all. That's not on any type of real mission. Ain't got nothing going on. He just know he got a 9 to 5. You know, he got some skins waiting on him at home. He got liquor in the cabinet. He go to work and he come home. What else does this man need to do? Like, more men need to hear, like, your bank account ain't, dude, how else can you provide as a person, as a man? How else can you do it? You think sending money, bro, that ain't it. You think just because you work, that ain't it. Take care of your kids, man. That is a real definition to me of a man child, bruh. You put burdens and responsibilities on people and not and purposely not take care of them. Like I said, and you see other people in this world that are choosing to go, holy hell, this world's crazy. We gotta start taking care of these babies. Oh, this whack. This nigga ain't cool. Look at him, bro. This dude taking care of somebody else's kids. Bro, it's so lame. It's so lame. Like, it literally is still that high school mentality. It's so whack. It's the wackest thing. Like, how is that funny and fucking accepted? How is that accepted to where you're like, yeah, let's make fun of, dude, what? I don't understand it. And that's why I speak on what I speak when I make these videos. People will be so goddamn numb. Oblivious, unprepared, unaware, like, and don't want to know, don't want you to teach them, they don't want to know. Take care of your kids, man. I wish I could get it, dude, because it's like, that's why I say, I knew, to this day, like, I didn't want it. I knew I didn't want children. And for good reason. Because, I could see how important it is to have one. And I'm constantly looking out for examples in other people. I'm not trying to OJT this shit, dude. I'm not trying to just, oh, I got one now. Like, I know I'm going to have to at some point, and that's different. But to have, dude, like, because it's not even about being unprepared. It's about being willing. And most people are not willing, really, to do much of anything. especially when it comes to the children. And now I see a heavy promotion of children now on Instagram and YouTube and all these other platforms, to where it's a lot more than you would think, and it's a lot more in your face than you'd like to believe. Like watching a dude literally make a drug deal on the red carpet. That is a prime example of what I mean by that. It's like literally just seeing a dude go up, cameras flashing, hundreds of people, packed. Everybody's right next to you. Everybody can see everybody. Nothing's being missed. And yet, like, if anything, you're watching it. If anything, they want you to see it. They kind of actually don't care that you see it, because if you can see it, then it didn't happen. It's the wildest thing with life. But if you can see it, it didn't happen. Especially nowadays. If you put it on a live, if you put it on something, you're supposed to see you do it. It didn't happen. It's the weirdest thing nowadays. But yeah, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. You see people getting moved around, or being showcased, and then they come up missing, or whatever the case like that. Or you find out years later that they were abused and they were being tortured, or this thing happened or that thing happened to them. I see kids being used for any and everything, man. Being sold for anything and everything. They're being used. Like I say, man, incentives, because this person, what can I do? But you know what I can do? I can go get on Instagram. I can go and get on YouTube. I can get on these platforms. Show my baby off. Look at my kid. Look what they can do. Look at this, that, and whatever. And you don't know why they're being shown. That's the crazy part about this. It's like, you may not realize it yet. It may not be everybody. But if you really start to pay attention, you think crazy stuff's going on behind closed doors. Like, literally, people are doing things right in front of your face, right under your nose. You don't even see it. It's like, but it's not, and it's also normalized too, to like promote your kid, put your child out there in the world. I mean, it's wild. People don't see that, dude. It's like, you need one person to snatch your child up. 1.1, 2.4, 6.7, 12.9, dude. Like, million people get to see your kid. All that energy and all that stuff. Your people, man, I'm telling you. The way things are, man, I might not ever have children. I might not ever have kids. You will. I can have 5 of them right now. I ain't got kids. I ain't got kids, dude. How you seen it? How you know they mine? How you know that was just because you saw him next to me? That could be a nephew. That could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? Be anybody. It could be anybody kid. Ain't mine. Ain't mine. You ain't never gonna know. That's how crazy, man. What? 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 Not in this whack ass world, dude. You would never know. Yeah, nowadays it's so normalized to be promoted as a baby, as an infant, as a child, toddler, whatever you want to call it. Used and abused, man. It's like I say, I'm always questioning now. It's like, when were kids ever actually respected? Were children ever really respected? You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. You don't know what people put their families through. I'm just hoping that we are moving into an era where we're not just canceling everybody, but we're actually looking into things to help massage and mitigate things. People need help. And I think that's the thing that we kind of overlooking, is that people need help and they're not getting it. And so they're going to do the best thing for themselves. And they don't know that it's the worst thing they could ever do for themselves. They don't know that it's at their own complete detriment. They don't know that. But it's sad, man. It's like I said, you anything, dude. You don't realize that just like you're seeing somebody's child. That alone should give you like red flags. I want to talk about red flags, but nobody should be seeing your kid. Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with that part, man. Like I saw that, I'm like, yeah, hide her and him and her too, all of them, my whole family. Cover her up, get her out of here. You know what I'm saying? No, I see it. Yeah, I can see it. You know, I may not follow that thing to a T, but I can totally see that, bro. Hide her, cover her up, more cloth, please. Get out of here. No pictures. Have a kid? What kid? I don't have a kid. I just saw, you didn't see nothing. Then I saw a little dangly toe. That's all you gonna see, and it wasn't mine. I'm just helping out a surrogate or something. I don't know. Look at that. She seemed like a good nanny, so I decided to go with her or something, dude. I can see it, dude. It's like, dude, no. It's weird. But I'm hoping it's now to fix people. It's to help people. Like, I don't know why we're so quick to... We're in competition so much with each other, with our families, with our baby mamas and drama llama, drama karamas, karam bagamas. You know what I'm saying? Like, we so ready to throw the book at people. Which speaks to lack of being a teacher. That's what I see it as, if you're willing to get to it. Like I said, I speak on the women, but only because I already know that these men out here whack as fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if it's a trickle down, you got to realize this is a man. You tossing books at people. You don't think that that's what they're going to do as women as well? You're not treating her right. You're not seeing any type of way like eye to eye with her. You think you're just above her. She's totally like doing more than you, most likely. And then you throw a book at her. It's like, what do you expect to go down? What do you expect to happen? How do you expect things to be right in the home? You just throwing books at people. You just trying to beat somebody over your head with a dead tree. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You know, you a living one, right? You know, some of us are the last of living souls out here, right? And at least you still got a living tree, right? So why are you throwing a dead one at her? Meaning you can talk. The knowledge, the essence is already in you. You don't need a book to tell you. You can use the book to reference. You can use the book to defer, to check, to see. Defer, refer. Been a minute. I don't know. So use that one. But to, like I say, to try to govern something, I guess, or whatever you think you're doing with a woman, and you think it's like there's no relating. You have no way of actually like seeing what's going on because you think you know something, and you're using another man's thought to try to get your thought out, and it's like you gotta see that, like, you using this thing, like you are no longer a man if you think that you're the superior one for using another man's thoughts. Like, does that even make that as a man, you easily, that would be your next step, right? That's not, I don't like licking nobody's balls, right? As a man, you would do like, right, they'd be like, yeah, I don't. Like, I like the whole using this thing as a real physical thing sometimes, bro. Like that weight, literal weight. That you're literally waiting to scrape the cheese right from the undertow, dude. You can't wait. You can't wait. You can't wait. You love scraping nut cheese straight off of another man. Like, you don't have your own mind to question anything when you do anything, especially take care of your own household. That's how I would think you would want to feel as a man after realizing that anytime you pull out any type of book or scripture, that's what you're doing to try to prove something. Where your mind? Why you don't refer to yourself first? Something's got to be said, man. This is weird. And now it's even being promoted with bachelor NBA NDA signed form b-boy. Mm-hmm. He promoting now that it ain't cool to have all right. What is it, dude? How about you just don't have the kids? I had all these kids, but then I realized that I didn't need kids, and then I got kids, and I don't want to have the kids. Oh man, it ain't really for me. These kids ain't really for me. They ain't mine. I'm talking about ain't nobody. Telling me I don't need no kids. I don't need no kids. Why'd you have them? You can't be promoting that you don't want to be a father, and you out here touching every single thing you can get your hand. waxing and rubbing on anything you can get your eyes on. Like, I think I covered it all. I got mothers, I got fathers. Babies are awesome. Y'all suck, dude. Get it together.